Welcome friends one more time to my kitchen. I'm kind of testing some stuff for Easter, and then I thought I would make a video since I haven't made one of these. I'm gonna do a pork rack of ribs. This is only half because it's just gonna be for me and my husband, and we don't like a lot of leftovers, so we're just gonna try it out before Easter. So usually it comes maybe about 8 ribs, and each rib is 1 serving. And then what I do is, in here there is a little skin. I remove that skin. I rather remove this one. See, it's that skin that comes out, so it looks nice and clean and it won't shrink. If you don't remove that skin, this will shrink and it won't form the way it's supposed to. Some people, you know, usually sometimes when I do a crown of roast, I make 2 of these, the full ones, and then I cover these with foil so they won't burn the tops. But because it's just gonna be this, I won't need to. So this is probably half a pound, because the other one it's the same, so it was 1.5 pounds. So this is probably a little bit more than half a pound. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is just a tryout for me for my dinner for Easter. In here I already made, I did this yesterday. I have chopped, I put all this in a food processor. Garlic, lemon zest, lemon juice, and fresh thyme. And I grinded all this, and then I add some olive oil, and that's gonna be my marinade for this. I usually marinate this the day before, but because it's just a small amount, I'm not even need to. I'm gonna do with some potatoes, and I have some bell peppers and onion, and these are the part that we cut from the asparagus. I usually try to save them for stock. So I had some left, and this is gonna be what I'm gonna put in the bottom to lay my my pork. That way it will kind of have a base so it can cook all around. And plus this will give a nice flavor to whatever sauce I'm gonna put it. Also need to get here some chicken stock, what I forgot. First, we're gonna marinate this meat. And I'm gonna put salt. All I did is I pat it dry. I rinsed it over water. Some people don't rinse it, but I like to rinse because this comes in a bag and it has some yucky water in there. So I always rinse it and I pat dry the whole pork. And pork, you need to salt it good, because if pork is not salted good, it tastes kind of funny. It doesn't taste right. So you need to have enough flavor in the salt. In the pork. I'm gonna pepper both sides generously and kind of just pat it dry this, so all those that salt and pepper stay there. And then I'm gonna pour some of this and just rub it all over, and do it generously. And this is something you can do the day before. Sometimes if I have a large gathering, I do this the day before I roasted. And then the morning of, I cover with foil and just put it in the oven at 325, just to heat it through. That way you're not spending a lot of time there trying to roast and do everything else. This is ideal for, like I said, for Christmas. I do a lot of this for Christmas or New Year's. All my family loves this. So now I'm gonna put also my onions and my bell peppers in the bottom. And this is gonna be a base to hold my pork. So all those drippings from the pork gonna start dripping over. The other half I'm taking to my son. Okay, so also to my potatoes, I'm gonna put some salt, because I'm gonna put the potatoes around So they're gonna roast at the same time with the meat. And why not make one whole pod meal all at once? Some black pepper and the same garlic and stuff that I put it in a pork, I put it in the potatoes. And kind of just, and then I'll just lay in them all around. I like sometimes when it's, especially recipes like this, I like to try them ahead of time for me and my husband. And usually if my husband likes it, then it's good. And there's something else I forgot to put it. I like to put a little bit of sage. Sage and pork go very well. Just a little bit, not very much. Because I know my husband won't be very happy with that. So now I'm gonna put this at 425 in my oven until this reaches at 140. And then I'm gonna take it and cover it and I'll finish cooking. Okay friends, my pork is done. And now I'm gonna blend all these vegetables to make a sauce. And make more like a gravy. And you can't waste none of this. So I'm gonna blend it and then I'm gonna strain it because I don't want no fibers. I want a clean sauce. Okay, and now I'm gonna strain it just to make sure that I have a clean sauce. And then I'm just gonna bring this to a simmer and taste if it needs salt. If it has too much salt, I'm gonna add a little bit, maybe water or chicken stock. But I want that to be a nice cream sauce. If I left it as it is, the fibers from the asparagus, it wouldn't taste good. And I'm trying to get as much flavor out of all those vegetables. Okay. See, all those, that's no good. It's a little bit more water, it's a little salt. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water. I rinse this. And pass it through. And then just gonna bring this to a boil, to a simmer. Okay friends, and here it is, my pork, crown of pork with roasted potatoes. And then here's my gravy. And I'm gonna try a little bit, just a little piece. Because it's getting close to dinner and I don't want to eat dinner now. And potato. Potatoes are perfectly cooked, perfectly roasted. And then I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of this gravy. Let's see. Let's see if this is approved for Easter. Oh, this is so delicious. The pork, perfectly cooked. It's not dry. It took me about maybe an hour at 375. You want the temperature at 140. Internal temperatures are 140. You take it out, cover with foil, and let it sit for at least 10 minutes. It will continue cooking. So good. It is so good. It has enough seasoning. It's not salty. It's not undersalt. Because there's not the worst when you undersalt pork. Pork kind of gives a funny taste. It is approved in my book. So if you don't have plans, what do you want to cook for Easter? You do this, and you can make this the day before, and then just reheat it in the oven the morning of until it reaches to 140 inside, because that's the normal temperature for cooked food. It needs to be 140 degrees inside. So anyway, it was easy and delicious. It's something different than, our normal thing we usually eat for Easter, ham and turkeys and all this. This is a really good difference. I will have a recipe in the description so you can try it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And don't forget to click on the bell so you get notifications when I put new videos. And please share my videos on your social media and with your friends. And give me a thumbs up. And until next time, have a happy Easter to all of you. Thank you. Let's get cooking. Bye-bye.